The price of gold continues to drop. Precious metals are in the toilet. In fact, gold might even be going negative this year in 2023. What is going on? Let's talk about it. And also make sure you stick around for the entirety of this video for your chance to win a gold dos pesos coin. How you doing, everybody? Welcome to Empire Precious Metals. Thank you so much for watching. Just so you know, before we get into today's video, I will be doing a dos pesos gold giveaway this Tuesday, October 10th, during my live stream. Now, you have to be like, it sounds like I'm going to be talking to some of my students now. You have to follow the directions that I give throughout this video in order for you to even qualify. So, make sure you watch this video. Make sure you follow the instructions for your chance to win the gold dos pesos. But let's get into today's video talking about gold and where it's going. And it is not looking good right now for those of you that are looking to cash out of your positions. If you're somebody like me who wants to continue to buy, this is looking like a fantastic opportunity. And I know a lot of you watching this video are kind of mixed there. But overall, let's just take a look again at how gold has done over the years, over the last 100 years or so. And again, yes, the price of gold looks like it just took off if you look at this historical chart. But yeah, obviously that's because the United States dollar continues to be printed into oblivion and we keep devaluing the dollar, so the price of gold gets more expensive. But having said that, let's look at the 5 years right here, the 5-year chart. Okay. Look at what's going on right now. Okay, we have this lull in October of 2022. That was a good time to buy for sure. But right now, recently, we are seeing this dip. And what's happening is some people think that this is going to continue to drop. Let's take a look right here. This article was posted on September 29th, so yesterday at the time of the recording of this video, and it says that gold price today keeps sinking, might go negative in 2023. These factors may weigh further. I'm going to skim through this with you guys. I will leave the link to this article in the description below if you want to get into it a little bit more. But all right, let's skip over that. Gold price falling hard lately. Gold futures for October delivery on the COMEX exchange dropped 11.90 per troy ounce or 0.7% on Thursday to 1,860. That marked a 6-month low. Gold also slipped 9.2% below a 52-week high of 2,048, which hit on May 4th. The current pullback also cut gold futures gain to a mere 2.2%. Scrolling down here, let's see. I'm just going to skip over a lot of this. Okay, will falling inflation shrink the gold price today? The traditional notion about the gold price today as an expression of inflation fears still has relevance. When the prices of goods and services are raging, gold logically serves as a hedge. But we are seeing that this is not happening right now. In fact, when we saw inflation kick it into overdrive, the whole hedge against inflation mantra that a lot of people within the stacking community have saw that it was a little bit of a rude awakening, that almost nothing was safe. Friday's August personal consumption expenditures index highlighted more progress on cooling inflation. The Econoday forecast saw the core U.S. PCE index edging up 0.2% in August, blah, 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 blah. All right, would bigger government budget deficits jumpstart gold? Third reason to think gold prices today should go higher. The United States' failure in recent decades to follow a balanced government budget has some investors worried about the future of the finances of the world's #1 economy. So again, what a lot of people are kind of just scratching their heads about is the fact that gold prices continue to tank, even though everything is pointing that gold should be taking off. For decades at the end of World War II, the dollar was pinned to gold thanks to the Bretton Woods Agreement, but we know that Nixon essentially did away with that and allows our country now to just print the United States dollar into oblivion. Barrick Gold, we heard a lot of news about Barrick Gold when Warren Buffett made his investment in that company a couple years back. How investment banks view gold price today. Going back to the state of gold prices today, Chief Investment Officer for UBS reasons the gold benefits as safe haven remain intact. Okay, so there's still people that believe in the merits of gold. Our analysis shows that a mid-single-digit percentage allocation to gold in a balanced USD-based portfolio would have improved risk-adjusted returns. So essentially, like a lot of people say, is if you have anywhere between 5 and 10% of your overall holdings in precious metals, that's going to help hedge against inflation. A lot of people in the stacking community still really believe that they should put a bulk of their money in precious metals. That's not always the safest thing to do, but some people are they're a little bit uncertain as to what holds in the future for gold. UBS also cites data from the World Gold Council that central banks bought a net total of 55 metric tons of gold in June. These mighty players reversed 3 months of net selling, and at the end of June, the gold price stood at $1,927 an ounce. But right now, we are looking at the gold price today, and we are sitting at, in fact, let's do the shameless plug for my website, empirepreciousmetals.com. We are seeing gold at $1,848. Silver also lagging at $22.17. All right, so gold at $1,848. So right now, in my opinion, this is still a great opportunity to be buying gold. I just placed a decent order with a wholesaler of mine, and if you're not in my private deals group on Instagram, make sure you DM me there. That's for members of the channel only. So if you are a member of the channel, make sure you DM me. And I know a lot of you are wanting to know about this gold dos pesos entry, but continue to stick in there because I will be giving you the information as to what you need to do in order to win it. And again, just a nice reminder for you guys, during my live stream, that's when you will have the opportunity to win that gold coin. I do want to talk about today's sponsor, and then we will hop back here in just a few moments to finish up talking about gold. But today's sponsor is Atha Energy Corp. Just to talk about a few things here with everything uranium. Now, Atha Energy Corp is a uranium company. And right now, if you're looking at uranium, uranium is in a bull market. This looks very different than the charts that we were looking at for gold. We saw that gold was dipping, and now here we're seeing that uranium is taking off. In fact, I'm just looking over some of my notes here. We were down at like $16.54. And now we're sitting at right around $65 a pound. So we were at $16.54 per pound, and now we are right around $65 to $70 per pound. The global uranium ETF right here also is up. In fact, it's up 267% from recent lows. Look at that. Again, a stark contrast from the gold charts that I just showed you guys. The other thing that's really important to think about when you're looking at possibly making a play in a energy company such as a uranium company, not only do you want to look at some other companies and how they are performing, but just what's the overall consensus for uranium, which is used for nuclear energy. And a lot of you, it doesn't take rocket scientists to know that right now our country is very divided politically. But the one thing that a lot of Republicans and Democrats actually agree upon is that the support of nuclear power is up, both Republicans and Democrats. So you can see here that the sentiment is that it is important. Not only does it create jobs, but it is clean energy. And also America's support for nuclear energy is at its highest in a decade. Okay, so we are seeing this demand for nuclear energy. United States is one of the largest consumers of uranium and nuclear energy. And we are seeing that because of this increase in demand and because a lot of our nation's leaders want to sever our dependence on other countries, we are seeing this increased demand for uranium. And our partners up to the north, the Canadians, they have a lot of uranium mines, which brings me to today's sponsor, which is Atha Energy Corp. All right, so Atha Energy Corp, the Atha, just so you know, just a little tidbit of information for you, is that stands for the Athabasca Basin, a large area, millions of acres in Canada, where a lot of this mining occurs. And SASKF right here is the ticker, and SASK, that actually stands for oh my gosh, I can't speak, Saskatchewan. It's funny, I actually happen to have a friend who is a geologist, and he is Canadian, and he lives in Saskatchewan. Who knew that I would be working with some mining companies when I actually have a personal friend, before I got into precious metals, who actually works for a uranium company as a geologist up in the Great White North. So looking at the company presentation here, Atha Energy Corp, some of the things that you really do want to pay attention to, and again, I will put this this PDF presentation in the charts below, and here is your first clue for the gold giveaway. You need to put in the comments below. I'm going to give you a few words, and here's the first word that you're going to need to put in your comment below, and I'll get into this a little bit later, but the first word is gold. Okay, and this phrase that I'm going to be giving you, you're going to have these 3 words worked into a unique phrase or comment. And again, you're going to put that in the comments down below. So again, the first word for the Gold Dos Pesos giveaway is gold. Look at that. Easy enough. I'll be back with, I'll be giving you the second and third in just a little bit. But a couple things to look at. $33 million cash position. Okay, so this company has $33 million in cash right now. 36% of the ownership are insiders and board members. In fact, 30% ownership alone is to 2 individuals who are mega loaded rich. One of them is Matthew Mason. The other one is Timothy Young. They actually made their money prospecting up in this area and built these companies that they were involved in from nothing into multi-billion-dollar corporations. So these 2 individuals own 30% of the stake in the, not to mention they own 10% in another publicly traded company, which is valued at $4 billion. So essentially they control 10% of that company. So they are heavily involved with the mining industry and have picked some major winners over the years. Now looking at Atha Energy Corp specifically, Atha Energy, they have 3.4 million acres in the Athabasca Basin. Look at where all the other competitors fall behind them. So they own, essentially it looks like they own more than all of these companies combined. So they have quite a huge footprint up there under their control. In addition, right here, Atha Energy's cost per acre is $31. Okay, that's the value per acre. Why is their value per acre so much lower than all these other companies? It's because they haven't even really begun drilling yet. And again, now look at their cash position, $33 million, way ahead of all of the competition. So they've got the overwhelming majority of land ownership right up there. They still have a tremendous amount of opportunity ahead of them because they haven't begun drilling, and they have a huge cash position. A lot of these junior mining companies and mid-level mining companies usually have a few expert geologists on hand, and maybe a handful of like $4 or $5 million in the bank, and essentially they only have like one shot to essentially strike it rich, and otherwise they kind of I don't want to say necessarily close down, but yeah, I guess they do kind of, if you have that one shot and you can't find what you're looking for, you're essentially your SOL. Now these guys, again, they have a tremendous amount of cash, they have a tremendous amount of land, and just look at this map here. Now what does this mean? Now the bright green is Atha Energy Corp, and if you look at all of these other kind of like little swatches of color here that's owned by competition, they're all in and around one another. These are uranium rich deposits in which Atha Energy Corp is set up really close to and right next to operating uranium mines. So they know what they're doing. They're positioned in strategic spots throughout the Athabasca Basin, just like saying that word, where they know that they're going to be coming across some substantial amounts of uranium. Now, I want to get to the second word for the giveaway. Let's see how many of you have stuck around. The next word, how do I say it? Is. So right now you're at two words right now. Gold is. All right. So those are the 2 words so far. Gold is. You're going to have a comment down below that contain those 2 words plus the third word that I'm going to be disclosing in just a few moments. All right. So let's continue on. So they're going to be doing some drilling. And that's the map that I wanted to show you guys. Also, remember I was telling you about the 2 individuals who own a tremendous amount of holdings in various companies, right? Matt Mason and Tim Young. So they're involved in this company, right? NextGen. And so Atha holds upside in Keyland held by NextGen Energy at the 10% carried interest. Okay, and then this is that company that I was telling you about where they owned a stake in the company. Now, is this the NextGen? Yeah, this is NextGen. Look at NextGen's chart as well. I mean, it just also is on a tremendous upswing. So the gentlemen who are positioned at Atha Energy Corp and own stakes in other companies, they know how to pick the winners. All right, so NextGen stock actually happens to be up over 2,000%. All right. And they also have 10% in ISO energy as well. So the reason, again, just to kind of recap why this is such a good opportunity is that this company, 3.4 million acres of essentially untapped resources. They have $33 million in the bank. This company is being run by experts in the field who have been heavily involved in mining, and they know what they're doing. The CEO, Troy, he also has a long history in the mining industry. So this is a company that you should be looking at. Again, I'm going to put the information down below, the charts and everything that I went over. You can look up those tickers, but this company presentation will be in the comments down below and in the description, I should say. And so now that essentially covers the sponsored part of this video. Now I want to talk again to you guys about gold and what essentially I think that you should be doing. And then I will tell you what the third word that you're going to need in your phrase. But essentially for gold, I'm fortunate in that I have gotten into some wholesaler accounts recently. Right now I have an account set up at 4 major wholesalers as I bang into my microphone. And so for me now, I have unlocked the ability to buy gold at the prices that your local coin shop will probably be buying some gold and some deals that you'll see online very sporadically. And so that being said, this is allowing me not only just to stack my own gold at even a cheaper rate, but I'm going to be able to offer this to all of you. And so again, I strongly urge you, if you haven't already become a member of the channel and joined my group on Instagram, I've already been posting deals on there. I highly suggest that you get involved, and I will be posting more deals as time goes by because I want to be able to have all of you who are watching this video have a shot at owning gold cheaper than all of the online retailers. And also just another one thing that I want to address is another misconception of my auctions. You know, back in the day, 2-3 years ago, maybe even 4 years ago when I started, a lot of people saw the success of the auctions and the crazy prices that things went for. But you have to remember, too, a lot of people had a lot more discretionary income because we were all locked inside during COVID. I mean, there was not a lot that you could do. So that's why you saw a tremendous boom in the precious metals and collectibles market. That's why you saw a tremendous boom in the world of comic books, right? In the world of gaming, Magic the Gathering, Pokemon cards. You saw the rise of NFTs. So all of these things kind of played, these things got just an incredible boost in pricing because people were looking for forms of entertainment and ways in which they could spend their money. So that being said, now fast forward to today, the model has really changed as far as my auction goes. It's become a lot more of a higher volume, lower profit margin model. And I'm fine with that as long as everybody continues to come to the auctions as you have been and continue to support the channel that you have been. I am more than happy to pass off savings to you guys on Instagram because it just, and in my deals group, because it just benefits all of us. That's what keeps me going. That's what allows me to continue to pull all the different products for all of you. And, if I have to take a cut in terms of the profit, but I'm selling more of it, I mean, it's neither here nor there. It works all the same. Which brings me to the third word that you're going to need for the phrase below. And the word is down. So the 3-word phrase that you're going to have to work into your comments is gold is down. And then just say whatever you want, right? Gold is down. That's why I'm buying. Gold is down. Back up the truck. Man, I'm totally bummed that gold is down, but I guess it's a good opportunity to dollar cost average. Whatever. Be creative. Okay? Put that comment down below. Gold is down. And tune in Tuesday, October 10th at 7 p.m. Eastern. You must be present in order to get the gold coin. Okay? And lastly, I don't think I necessarily said what gold am I buying. I right now I'm still in the process of completing my gold buffalo tube. I'm very close. I think 4 or 3 coins left. But gold buffaloes, being that they cost the same as gold eagles right now, that's what I'm going with. Fractionals, I'm not necessarily buying fractionals for my collection because for me, fractionals I sell, but I stack the gold 1-ounce coins. Let me know also in the comments down below, what gold are you stacking?